All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
The Legend of Vox Machina, Season 2, Episode 12. The season finale. We fight a dragon. Let's bring this bitch down.
Let's do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the party's split. You know, the whole being
we gotta catch up.
Yeah, exactly. Gotta catch up. Gotta bring everyone together.
We got a flying magic broom, though.
We got a flying magic broom.
We got someone who can polymorph.
We've got a flying magic grog. And then we've got two inserted
yes.
Yeah.
Some stuffers, you know, some
Right.
little dragon stuffers.
Some anal beads that might be a little angry.
Yeah, they got lost.
They got lost.
They didn't have proper, establishment at the end point.
And there's some special functions on them that might be a little more than what Umbrasil bargained for. Anyways,
and yeah, that's a typical Vox Machina setup here.
That's right.
Let's go fuck shit up in a dragon and on a dragon. So yeah, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this.
Oh, it was mainly the brave Scanlan Shaw
Oh.
who slayed the dreaded dragon Umbrasil
Wait.
and freed the city of Western.
Wait, what?
The rest of Vox Machina.
Dream.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, read it again, Grandfather. Can you, please? The dragon part was so scary.
Well, all right. Maybe one more story. Then off to bed, the G.
What? Wake up? Scanlan, come on, man. Fuck it.
That's right, we did that. We actually got to see the oh, yes.
That was their plan? Go up its ass?
Disastrous.
Ready, Kiki? Let's fly.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's go. Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Hey, you got a clean shot now.
Oh!
Wait. Oh.
Take more than that to shake me. That's right, fucker.
Oh, he's gonna bring you low. Yep.
He's Draxing you.
Oh!
What?
He jumped!
Oh, shit.
Yeah! Keep, yep. Just. Yeah!
All right, reckless.
Oh,
Yep.
Yeah. There he goes. Oh!
That's yeah, I don't think that worked.
Pike's gonna be spent before they even fight.
Oh, why does it always have to be fucking acid?
Oh! Hit a nerve! Oh!
A long way down.
Oh!
Ooh.
Fisting back there. Scanlan!
Oh!
Oh yes,
It's time!
yes, yeah.
It's time!
Let's go. Let's
do
go.
Let's do it!
I'm in your hands. And I am no longer afraid.
Holy shit.
Yes! Oh, here we go! Yes! Oh, perfect!
I'm so mad with you.
You're so beautiful. Room and you get fucking wings.
Yeah.
How?
Leap of faith. Hey, I got
Got me? Thanks, Galen.
Oh, Really killed
Wait.
the dragon?
Afraid not. We tore through its stomach and didn't even slow it down.
Yeah.
It's your idea. And it failed. Why push our luck?
There's no such thing as luck.
Okay, Obi-Wan.
Yeah, yeah.
Right now is our best chance.
Yeah, Umbrasyl ran, so, you know,
And
must be pretty hurt.
Where is my apologies, my king?
Umbrasyl, what happened?
An ambush.
We should flee. You're injured.
Vax, wait.
yeah.
I
Don't let him get away.
remember. The safe word is Jenga.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Because she remembers how bad it went last time.
Chenga, remember? Chenga. Not Jenga. Chenga.
She called me a coward too.
Oh.
Said I ran away from everything. My daughter.
Kaylee? If you don't want to let her down anymore, then don't.
Oh, that's a shot.
Hey. Snicky snicky. Huh. Huh.
Where are
Yeah,
you,
okay.
you sneaky bastard?
Not fast enough.
Oh, okay, right. Ha.
I'll peel that armor off your mangled corpse.
Oh, his tongue. Oh, that's his tail. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Bad news time. All right. Let's go. Oh. Okay.
All right. I like
Fire
it.
explodes the acid.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Great way to
Rangers,
put
let's
a
go.
moment in there, yeah.
Oh. Yeah, Keyleth. Battlefield controller. All right. Pinging back and forth. Let's give him all the... Okay.
All right.
Yep. Oh, good teamwork, everybody.
All right.
All right. Everybody needs to be flying. Yep.
It's gonna be close!
Okay. Yeah. Let's reinitiate with everybody. Yeah.
Jenga!
No, you've got about 20 seconds.
We're not running.
Oh.
How many times do I have to say this? We can't win.
Oh.
Okay.
Damn.
Cool.
We're supposed to be here. You are supposed to be here.
Oh. His paladin's coming out.
Yeah.
For all the wrong you've done in your life, you'd have to do a hell of a lot right.
Facts. I
Ah, here he is!
Holy shit!
Oh, yeah,
Yeah!
it's time! It's time, Keyleth, let's go! Boom! Yeah! Oh, okay, well,
It was a good
she still
try.
has-
It was a good
she
try.
still has hit points, you know. Oh, lair action, here we go.
Ah, nice. Cool.
Yeah, and they're here
All
now!
right.
Yeah! Where's Grog? Oh!
Am I
oh,
better?
Oh!
Oh.
You on me, fuck bucket!
Fuck bucket! Yeah, go for the eye!
Yep. Enlarged like that. Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, everybody's just barely holding together.
come on, Stan. You gotta know him up.
Noma.
No muff or shut up.
Legendary grandkids.
Oh shit.
Screw that.
Wait.
From all I've heard, it figures you'd run.
Oh, she just got cantrips at this point. Just a little thorn whip, yeah.
I owe you my thanks. For you have given me 3 vestiges of divergence.
2. This one's mine.
Oh, yeah!
Oh! Oh! The myth of Scanlan! It's gonna get carved into a dragon! Oh! Oh! Yeah! Oh, shit!
And she's like, yeah,
run,
I'm out.
Run, I'm out, yeah. Oh my god!
Holy hell.
Vex, give me a hand.
Come on! You did it. You might not have known what you could do. But I always did.
Oh. Oh, oh.
I'm in love with you too, Wait! You're alive, motherfucker? Oops.
Okay.
Yeah, don't do that again. A lot of it.
Whoa. Sure.
Yeah.
The Western, yeah.
Oh. Oh.
A super special key.
The hell? You got the vestige, now you get the magic key?
Did you see in the background there, the blood was dripping down a thick bit down on the dragon's head?
Even if I don't believe in that matron stuff, you do. I believe in you.
Yeah. Cool.
Destiny's a bit of an ass.
Nice, nice.
But some of us, a lucky few, can
Yeah.
seize control of destiny and bend it toward the good. So to honor their sacrifice, dedication, and goddamn stubbornness,
Yeah.
Yep.
I raise a glass to Vox Machina.
Vox fucking Machina. Yeah, cheers.
Even the Cinder King has his weaknesses.
You know of this dragon?
Oh shit.
Yes.
Oh shit.
All is as it seems.
Here we go.
She's taking Yenen's form. She's a dragon. Shit, Sean.
Alone.
No?
Cass,
No.
Right, Sean.
what have you done to them?
I come to you as an ally.
Aw,
To stop
yeah.
Thordak, you'll need more than those vestiges. You can't even sense me, darling. I could have slain you all.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
He is intent on stripping Teldori of its gold, but not to satisfy his greed.
Yeah.
Vorgo, what news do you bring? Umbrasyl has been felled by the vestige bearers, my king.
A new army awaits. An army that will soon inherit this world and bring glory to the Chroma Conclave.
Oh, right. How could I forget? That's right. Okay.
Holy shit, we got ourselves a finale. Umbrasyl's down. Raishan's betraying Thordak. She's joining up with Vox Machina. Yeah, that's
Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows? Maybe this is just a clever ploy to get the people that actually managed to kill a dragon to, play into your hands.
Could be. Who's to say? Green dragons are tricky.
Yep.
This is gonna be really fun. I'm very excited with the way this went. Having also the quick little montage of all the people that they've basically like touched and had their threads of connection of fate, if you will, interlaced with is just, it's just wonderful. But then also having this really powerful hero moment for Scanlan, the one who is the most selfish of the group, but having his selfishness juxtaposed against the desire to, you know, basically
make things right with his daughter.
Make things right with his daughter, but also because this is more of a thing that has nothing to do with his daughter, really. But having it be something that he does for himself so that he knows he's capable of being more than just who he was.
Right. His daughter is the catalyst that helped snowball this.
Exactly.
But the motivation for it was always there.
Yes.
Yeah. The desire for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
and while Vax was the one that gave the hero speech here, because he's now got the God vision, which allows him to kind of make this a little bit easier, and thus it's something where, you know, we as audience members can kind of give the, Vax, that's great and all, but that's because you can see the shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Not everybody else believes in that. So
and it's not cowardice to be practical.
Exactly.
Right? I love that Percy is like, no, he's got a point. We can't beat this thing. This is not going to work.
It's going to take a lot of luck.
Yeah.
And the fact that, in a lot of ways, the reason why y'all are alive and the dragon is not is because of luck. It is not just the, we ended up in a situation where we whittled the dragon down enough. It was we got a one-hit shot on this dragon by a fucking Getsuga Tensho from this...
From a god-slaying
weapon. Which, yes, makes sense. But also, if you had, done things a little bit differently, Umbrasyl, a certain someone might have been able to watch your back and would have noticed Scanlan sneaking up and yoinking the weapon and might have stopped him.
Or at the very least, if you had trusted them enough to do what you had what they had told you about and all that stuff, maybe giving them the vestige so that they could help you.
Yep.
Then there wouldn't have been a vestige to take and,
what do you know?
Melt your face.
In some ways, I really like that Umbrasyl was kind of like cheap shotted in this way because it was kind of a thing that connects him to Thordak is the arrogance of like thinking you can do this all yourself. And then, he literally had an ally that would have been extremely useful in this case here. And nope. You fucked it up and now you're dead.
Also, one of the things that I find very fun about this is, if you think about it, it was Voragol's obsession with the vestiges.
Voragal or Umbrasyl?
Sorry, Umbrasyl's obsession with the vestiges that came about as a result of Ripley that actually caused him to die. Because, if you remember, the only reason that he had to come back this time is because he was like, okay, this gold isn't enough.
Right.
But I really want those vestiges, right? Yep. So that, he probably would have left already with what gold he had, because he kind of realized, they don't actually have any more gold, right? Yeah. And so if he hadn't been wanting to make sure that he could get the gauntlets, maybe he would have just gone back to Thordak and been like, here's the gold, and he would have been fine, right? But now, there's only 2 dragons, maybe 3 left to deal with, and 1 dragon potentially on the side of the group that already killed one, so... Killed 2 by now, but
yeah, it's very exciting. I want to talk tons of spoilers, but there's a lot of a lot of cool stuff that they're setting up here by having something that was in the campaign be abridged in this manner. We now quickly get to the Raishan twist here, which I like that they're having not really be some dramatic twist like it was in the campaign with all this foreshadowing and stuff, but Raishan's here. She wants to have a meeting with them. Yep. This is something that is done very differently than it was in the campaign, whereas having another set of characters that we don't have to go into here, but basically...
Survivors from Iman,
yes, exactly. And then Raishan just kind of slipped in amongst them through that whole bit there. And then it was Raishan's not really being seen anywhere, so it's I wonder where she is. And then it's...
and that's something that the party couldn't have really known that necessarily in the original campaign because they only see their own stuff, right?
Right. So for us, the audience members of a TV show where we get that omniscient perspective of seeing Thordak and Umbrasyl and Ripley and Voragal and all that, but it's we don't see Raishan at all since the beginning of the season. So it's the thing that the viewer is like,
wasn't there another one?
Where'd the green dragon go?
Yeah.
Are they doing something?
Oh, whatever.
There's a little kid with the green eyes as well, showing that, yes, her thing is she can do magic. one of the things that'd be very easy with magic is taking another form. So it's also the other thing with the Fire Ashari of someone, one of our own, did this. It's like, I wonder if those things are connected.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And also the, brain fart.
What are you talking about?
Just had a brain fart. Had a thought, but completely forgot it.
Okay.
But yeah, so we had our final fight with the dragon, and
one down.
One down.
Yep.
One down.
It's still just really impressive that we actually got a full dragon fight in a fantasy show where I just want to throw it out there. We don't usually in fantasy shows actually get full-on dragon fights with groups of people. Most of the time, I just want to call up just a connection here to another thing that a lot of people would have seen. I think there's a lot of crossover here with Lord of the Rings. The Hobbit notably has in some ways the dragon is too big for a reasonable fight, so it has the one-shot kind of lucky thing that happens, and it feels kind of cheap. It doesn't feel that grand.
And the thing is, technically, we did have that be the one lucky shot here, but we had that after all of the fighting.
Yeah.
And the other thing that I got to say I appreciated is because Grog got the Titanstone Knuckles, we actually got to see him able to grab the dragon's face and things like that. Stuff that wouldn't have worked before because you're just too small. Yep. The scale does not measure up that's impractical. It wouldn't actually work, right? So it's just a lot of this giant creature spewing acid everywhere, right? And people just trying to run.
I love D&D. I love TTRPGs. I love just that these kinds of things are the kinds of things that people get up to in their campaigns. And we got to see it animated gloriously. I also have to say, the dragon's corpse being in 2D, because now it's no longer moving, was a really fun also thing to just kind of give us the look at what they did. That was awesome. So the visuals were really awesome. Because it's got to be crazy difficult to do a dragon, obviously the CG 3D with all these little 2D characters flying around and stuff.
And
like
especially if they're actually interacting in any kind of meaningful way, wounding it or things like that. So this was great. I'm so happy we got Raishan before the end of the season.
Same.
Given the cliffhanger that we had for season 1 into season 2 of the Chroma Conclave, know, and all that stuff, right? Being able to get something like this where it's hey, now you're just chatting with the dragon over dinner. That's
just casually cast sleep on all of the people there that were, I just want to throw it out there, very high level magic users.
Oh yeah.
Allura and Gilmore were not pushovers. And they just easily poof, done.
Yeah. I'm not talking to them right now. If you this was what I was thinking about.
Oh yeah.
If you have Umbrasyl who can make himself invisible very effortlessly and heal some of his wounds and things like that, is he the peak of what magic can do with dragons? And if he's not,
what can Raishan do?
Yeah, what can Raishan do? I loved the detail of her being no, I can't remember if she called Vex by name, but it's you weren't able to sense me.
It's she knows the idea because, I just wanted to call it out there, there was a moment in season 1 where they see the rock that's got the connection to the Chroma Conclave, and there was a green eye that looked through it.
Yeah, I think it was
I believe it was Keyleth that saw them. Then that was their connection moment for the first time where Raishan met Vox Machina. But in that moment, Raishan might have measured them and been okay, you killed Brimscythe. Well, interesting. Brimscythe was the weakest one, so you killed Umbrasyl.
Okay.
Oh, then yeah.
We'll talk.
We'll talk.
Because Umbrasyl with his whole cloaking and all of that stuff establishes how terrifying it is if you have something as powerful as a dragon and you don't know where they are, right? But that's still in the context of a battle. You can see his footprints and things like that. What if it's just I could be
anybody.
anyone.
I just walk around here.
Anywhere.
I am a dragon, but I'm in the form of a person.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna leave foot marks in the ground of
exactly.
my great impact and weight.
Nope, I just disappear.
Yeah.
That is in my mind, that is even more terrifying than a giant red dragon that can shoot a laser that breaks a city.
One of my favorite plot lines of this variety is done in World of Warcraft, actually.
Oh yeah.
And there's one where a dragon is secretly trying to convince a royal doing things around on a certain path and kind of brings them to Wormtongue style madness, very Theoden Wormtongue style there. But they just are literally in the court masquerading as someone very important for years. And it's just, they were a dragon this whole time. And, with that ancient knowledge and wisdom, they've got the whole court, just everything bent around them.
Finger,
And then you see these people from the outside are like, who is she? Like, who is that? Like, they're,
Okay, nice.
Like,
that does sound very cool.
Having this kind of plot be brought up here, but it's the infighting with dragons. I can't wait for
y'all
to see what season 3 is going to bring.
This is why dragons don't usually team up in general, because they're very egotistical and they don't like playing
selfish.
nice.
They have their own personal goals that are ancient and old. So it's
So Thordak, you also kind of made a big oopsie because you didn't properly appreciate Umbrasyl, who was, your loyal dog.
And that was something that probably instigated in a lot of ways the things that Raishan's doing here, where it's she saw this coming a long time ago, but it's no, now you're consistently following that path. Cool. Our threads, our fate, not going to tie those together anymore.
Nah.
So it's time to talk spoilers here, y'all.
Yep. Get out.
Get out. This is going to be mega, super, ultra spoilers now that we...
like, there was this part of me that was almost wondering if it's like, should we just not, just say no discussion that's not spoilers? Like, just get out of here,
let's
from the very
do
beginning.
it now. But, all right, see y'all. Okay. Raishan. And Raishan's using the really strong magic here, so I'll just say it. I have no idea how they're going to do Feeble Mind as a spell.
No idea how they're going to do Feeble Mind. Meteor Swarm will also be
fucking
very
awesome.
Interesting.
I have to say right now, there's no way they do all of the fighting with Thordak and Raishan all in one season. That would be nuts. Just from a production standpoint.
No, but that would be the perfect finale.
But they would have to have 3 dragon fights over the course of an entire season.
But I think
3 different dragons. Titmouse. How?
I think they could do it.
How?
I think they could do it because just from another standpoint, Voragal won't take that long at this point.
True.
Like he won't. True. They'll be able to kick his ass pretty good. It'll be a tough fight, but
Voragal's main thing, from what I remember, was that his hide and armor is extremely tough, and yet he's smaller, so they're able to mess with him with magic, and he's much easier to take down than Umbrasyl because his damage output is not as scary.
Right. He's also a bit dumber.
He's a lot dumber. That's true.
So like that feels like the kind of thing where, because I feel like Voragal will be the straightforward fight that they'll win, and that'll make them be feeling good, and it's like, yes,
and then they just don't realize how big and strong Thordak is and what Thordak is doing right now.
And what happens if Raishan maybe isn't actually planning on going along with you, right?
Because correct me if I'm wrong, he's using the gold to cast shit, right? Like
I can't remember. Because there's I don't remember what Matt did to make the to give extra meaning to the dragons just generally wanting to have a horde, Yeah. Because I remember now the elemental eggs.
Yes,
right?
I remember those.
It's oh shit, that's right. But I don't know if the gold is actually telling.
Right, but I think what they're going for here is basically that he's pulling things from the fire plane directly into our world, and that's his own form of magic being expressed in some way.
Right.
And then there's a transmutative property to the gold being used in that way. But that's a thing we can talk with all the general people, who are also who've seen the stuff and things like that. So,
but I'm very curious to see how, now that Raishan has been revealed as hey, I want to work with you, that means with the next season, we can have an entire season minimum, right?
Just prepping for Thordak.
Well, prepping for Thordak, but having Raishan be on their side, and it's what do we do? How does this work? Oh, that's right. With Voragal, it's also where they summoned they used the gate spell thing to summon the giant demon to have the kaiju fight it out while they watched above in the canyon. Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Right.
Garistro, I think, was what they summoned.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Which didn't work well because then Voragal could fly in it's just a bull thing. So, it's like, okay, well, it's a Minotaur, but yeah. So,
but okay, I'm very excited. The fact that we are also kind of wrapping up an arc of within the Chroma Conclave arc, in general, feels also really good. I feel like the main thing that was awkward this season as a whole is just how they handled the party being so powerful at different times and kind of mitigated people's abilities to doing shit just to service some other character's development and stuff, which is okay. But overall, this was way better than season 1.
Oh, so much better.
Like, so much better.
Yeah. Specifically with the character stuff.
Yeah.
The character stuff this season and the way that they weaved it into the actual conflicts was fantastic.
Fantastic.
Like,
there are multiple 10 out of 10 episodes in this season. Where I don't even know if there's more than one in season 1, really. It's like most of season 1 has that, like, all right, we're still figuring this out. We're still figuring out how to use the
final
whole
episode
party.
of season 1 was pretty hype.
Right.
But one of the other things that I think was also a big problem in season 1 that I think they very much actively seemed to have figured out how to make that not be a problem is having fights that are kind of pointless.
Yes.
Where it's like the fights are like cool and it's exciting and everything, but you don't really see the purpose of it in the story. Like when there's the dog things that
I was literally thinking of the dogs. Yeah.
They looked cool. They looked gross and intimidating and all that stuff. And it did technically serve a purpose in that they got the book back for the Briarwoods. But like that was it was a feature point of that episode. And yet, you don't really care. Right. And so with this one,
everything pretty much you cared about.
You care about it. It moves it along quickly. Like the only complaints that I really have about the fights that have been happening so far is that for some of them, because it's like acid breath or, the bit with Sondor or whatever, it can get kind of samey with some of the moves, because like, yes, Dragon Acid Breath is OP, right? So.
But how do you showcase that it's actually a threat if everybody always dodges it,
Right, exactly. What are the points where it actually starts just biting and tearing into people? Because obviously that, with the scale and everything, that doesn't quite work visually, even if in a D&D game it works,
Right.
So,
but I feel like they've handled also just the upgrade of having more terrifying dragons from how they handled the Brim Scythe fight as well.
Yes.
Because one of the things that I was worried about was that they would not make the dragons intelligent enough to feel like threats, that they would feel like just big dumping things of hit points, and it's just, we're going to whittle it down and we'll always dodge the things and it'll be fine. But no, having the Sunken Tomb bit combination with then multiple points where the characters are getting absolutely fucked up.
Yep.
Umbrasyl was a serious threat, and we know by the way that they've shown this that at the very least Thordak and potentially even Raishan are scarier because of what we don't know about them. Even though we saw them absolutely sack him on and destroy it, I feel so good about where the general audience is, of where they'd be like, Vox Machina, how do you deal with this? And so I'm very excited to see them go through those moments where Vox Machina loses, or Vox Machina barely even
gives Scanlan more reason to leave.
Scrapes together any kind of victory.
I was actually wondering for a second if Scanlan was going to leave here. Because I
thought about it too.
Because I was like, wait a minute, they're changing things up with the order and everything. If Scanlan leaves because of some prank that, granted after a fight and all of this stuff and then bringing him back and fixing him.
I didn't think they would.
I was like, no, they're not going to do that. But I was like, but what if they did?
It's just more foreshadowing. It's just really
exactly.
Good. Yeah.
Exactly. But that's one of the reasons though why I want the Raishan fight and the Thordak fight to be in season 2 at the very end, is because having them fight Thordak and have it all be this crazy thing where you can tell they're spent, and then it's like, and now let's start another one. Can you imagine the response that people are going to have that haven't seen the campaign, and then they're like, what the fuck? Like, what? You're kidding. You're actually just joking, right?
Right.
Like, Vax, there's no way you would be that stupid, right? Like, oh boy, here we go. And starting with the party split and everything.
Dead. I'm excited. Personally, just having this season also just really shake up the party's dynamic and then kind of reforge them back together. I really feel like this was the goal that they were trying to establish with all the little callbacks to the earliest parts of season 1.
With like the Brim Scythe.
Yeah, and just us being like a group and are we heroes and all that. I feel like that's the thing that they were thinking forward enough of the, okay, we're going to have this little mini dragon arc in the beginning of the story, but it's going to feel awkward. But we need to do that little bit of scaffolding so that we can show that they are not heroes, but when they come together and they feel called to this, they actually step up, they can do heroic things, but they are still not heroes.
Right. Of course Scanlan would think of running, because why wouldn't he?
Right. But having also just moments there as well where it's them doing stupid shit as well. Jumping into the dragon's asshole. Grog, lashing himself to the dragon, causing in some ways more harm than good by his whole actions there. If he didn't do that, Grog would have been stronger through the whole fight.
Pike would have been able to help a lot better and
heal better.
And,
yeah.
Yep.
So it's the idea that these heroes can make dumb, stupid mistakes.
Yes.
Setting up later that even though they got lucky with Brimscythe back then, there's no such thing as luck. Sometimes fate just calls you and you have to make shit happen. But there are consequences to that. And the idea that in this season, they showed what kinds of consequences there could be. Vax's life is forever altered.
And there's going to be that point where we're going to see the suit of armor with a bunch of dust in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, that's another thing I want to say. The fact that we can see how terrifying magic is when it's used by the bad guys, that is also just a great setup for when we get the ultimate magic user bad guy Vecna. So, yeah.
I also just really love the very, very subtle bit here with the idea of this was, I think, even in the previous episode, but we watched these so quickly, just Vax seeing undead kind of come up, and now having this idea of Thordak starting to feel irrational, where it's Raishan's not saying that he's doing a mad plan in general, but he is himself starting to feel a little bit irrational. And one of the things that Matt, I think, could go a little bit more into is the idea of Thordak's, the anger tied to him and stuff like that, and his own madness and stuff being something that, because I don't believe in the campaign it was actually a connection to the Vecna in any way.
No.
But
it was the crystal thing.
Right. But they could
definitely do that.
They could spin it a little bit this way, because I feel like that was something that the community talked about a little bit of was this, just an accidental kind of similarity thing, or just Matt just kind of repeating certain plot points and stuff? But it's if you want to do it over again and get a little bit, more efficient with things, you could set up Vecna a little bit, I feel like, more with this Thordak.
Right, because Delilah did set him up a bit, but that was last season.
Right.
Yeah. One of the other things that could also be fun, given that they showed the spirits of the dead, being called up and all that stuff, given that the thing that motivates Vax to actually attack Raishan immediately, even though it's a bad idea, is because she's doing that with Thordak. Right. So now that we have it set up here of yes, that is a thing that can happen in this world. If suddenly, after Vax makes this deal with the Matron of Ravens and all that stuff, he sees that kind of magic being used by one of their enemies on their biggest enemy yet.
Yep.
Oh, fuck no.
Yeah. No.
Chenga, whatever, attack,
Fuck
stop
shit
this.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be
fun.
Epic. And also, I feel like that's going to set up nicely if we're Dragon Slayers.
What could possibly challenge us at this point?
Well, not what could
We're
possibly
basically
challenge
gods.
us, but then interacting then more with gods. And how this season basically introduced us very nicely
to our
the
first
concept
god.
of higher powers that are not necessarily ones that are going to be present in the current conflict other than the Matron of Ravens, but with the Calamity stuff focused earlier, you can then have some of those grandiose beings show up again later, and this is set up for that. So
also, special shout out, not a spoiler thing, but the bit with Vax getting his wings, that was fantastic.
That was awesome.
That was absolutely awesome. I loved it. The character animation was great. It just felt poetic and it fit and all of that.
And that scene would have felt more like a Deus Ex Machina if we didn't have the blood-soaked ritual moment where he multi-classes officially.
Right. Well, and we wouldn't necessarily care about the fact that this armor can give you wings. It's okay, cool, but
arbitrary.
Arbitrary.
Oh,
right?
cool. It's designed similarly.
No, it's something where he specifically is I need to save my friend here, right? Oh, here you go. The god looks out for you.
Yeah. And those were designed with the trails there as well. So I was like, when are those going to get used?
Exactly.
But also the confirmation a little bit that this armor is a bit fused to him. So when those wings get hit with the acid breath, he felt that. Those are his wings.
Sure. You see, when I hear about the armor being fused to him, I'm like, wait a minute, how are he and Kiki going to bang?
You think they're actually going to get it on?
Yes. It does happen in the original campaign.
It does, but it should have happened a long time ago.
Should it?
It should have happened by now. Yeah. See, that's the thing. They've moved things around and
they
stuff.
have moved
where
things
in
around.
a lot of ways, I feel like there's a possibility that if it does happen, it's got to be in that weird part of Vox Machina's campaign 1 where it's there's downtime, there's shit going on, but it's we can have just fuckery happening.
Literally.
Yes,
literally. And when they're planning how to deal with Thordak because they have Raishon and everything, that can be time where that kind of stuff can happen.
Yes.
I want Keyleth at
There's
some
so
point to
many
be
things
like,
that could happen in
wait,
Whitestone.
hang on, how does this work, Vax? Because can you take the armor off? Like what happens there? All right, Matron of Ravens.
And then she just is like,
yeah,
got you. Boo.
And then it just disappears or falls off of him or whatever. And then Keyleth's like, ooh.
You are beautiful. Yeah. Oh god, but you smell horrible. Take a shower. Shit, no.
No, she's a druid. Nature smells.
I mean,
she turns into animals.
Yeah, but it's not.
That was also something that I thought was kind of funny. Vax shows up with wings, which is animal characteristic, and she's like, "You're beautiful."
I mean,
she's a feathery this entire time. She's been a feathery this entire time.
He has his whole angelic kind of appearance.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah.
But all right, y'all. Season 2 is amazing. Can't wait for Season 3. But thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the full-length timer version of the reaction, go check out the link in the description below. For our Patreon, any level of support there gets you access to our Discord, where you can chat with us in the community there about Critical Role, Vox Machina, animated shows in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel.
We stream every weekday. The info's in the description.
Yeah, so if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all
next time.